Welcome everyone, Mike here. Welcome to this week in Introduction to Ethics. It's going to be a really interesting week. We're going to start to go out of the big theories and go into some practical applications of the theory. We're going to change the structure a little bit. It will be less about saying what this philosopher thought or what that philosopher thought, and more about what you think about certain issues I'm going to present to you. This week, I also want to give you a little pitch. I mentioned it last week. If you can't get enough philosophy, you're welcome to sign up for Introduction to Philosophy. It only meets once per week, Thursday nights. I promise it will be interesting, and if you're a returning student, I will look very favorably on you. Before I briefly talk about what we'll be doing this week, I want to explain a little bit about late work. So I've been in contact with several of you, and I emailed a bunch of people that you may be missing one or more things. Now, this does not necessarily mean it's time to freak out. Some of these things that you're missing are just little tiny assignments that will barely affect your grade at all. But if you're missing a midterm assessment or one of the larger assignments, then you should really try to make it up. It's not too late. It's never too late in my class. Now, if you're one of the students that's missed a lot of work, it's still not too late. Now, it's hard to pull off an A when you're that student, but it's not impossible to get a low B, high C if you're that student. What I would suggest that you do, and I've suggested this to a couple students already, is try to keep up with the current work and then work backwards. And you need to let me know, because I need to open up the modules specifically for you because they close at a certain date. So if you want to make things up, please do. It's far from being too late. We have a few weeks to go, and we have the finals week. There's plenty of time. A few of you also asked when the final paper, the 5-page paper, is due. It will be due sometime during finals week. I haven't decided the exact date yet. So to summarize this little clip here, if you have some late work, even if it's something little and you want to make it up, it's not too late. But we have to work it out, and we have to organize. So make sure you contact me, and if I miss you, I get a lot of emails from students. If I miss you, don't get impatient. Just recontact me and say, oh, I emailed you 2 days ago, you didn't respond. So this time of year, there's a lot of emails. So if you want to get in contact, make sure you take the initiative. Don't count on me to tell you what to do. You ask me what to do. So it's never too late. So don't give up. So last week we did care ethics, and this was the first time that we've had a serious critique of the ethical theories we've been covering throughout the semester. And it's largely a feminist critique, though not completely a feminist critique. It's also a critique of the odd way that philosophy focuses solely on reason and ignores emotion. So that was a good and interesting and oftentimes true critique of ethical systems. This week we're going to pair off of that and do something a little different. We're going to talk about video games and feminism. So this is a little bit hard to explain in this little clip. It'll be much easier to go to the Prezi and follow it there. But just in summary, we're going to look at Anita Sarkeesian and her critique, her feminist critique of some video games, and the response that this has caused, the massive response this has caused. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. Don't worry. I'll explain it all to you in the Prezi. If you know what I'm talking about, it should be interesting and you should learn a little bit more. We'll use this to get a little basic understanding of what the heck is this feminism thing and what does it have to do with ethics, if anything. And so by the end of that, this week's Prezi, you should be able to reflect on your own ideas. What is feminism? What does it have to do with ethics? What does it mean to you? How does it run into our everyday lives? And so this is what we're going to do this week. And this will be the model as we go forward. So this is what I call pragmatic ethics. I'll explain a little bit more what that means maybe next week or the week after. But we're going to start doing ethics. We're going to start talking about everyday tensions and everyday issues that we all run into and how to deal with them. So that's what's happening this week. Go to the Prezi. Make sure you do the quick online assessment on the quiz link. And don't forget, If you have anything late, it's not too late. Hey, I just rhymed something. I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. Okay, so do not give up. If you have late assignments, please contact me. And as always, if you have questions, email or text me.